Friends, this might be the coup de grace. I don't think I can do fake animal questions beyond this because these are the heroes of the bunch. Now, I had the grizzly crocodile saved on my phone for quite some time, and I could not find a competitor. And then just yesterday, I ran across this. It's a who wins question. It's the Leorillia versus, oh man, that screen share just messed me up. It's the, where'd it go? It's the Leorillia versus the Grizodile. Now, the Leorillia is a gorilla with the head of a lion, and the Grizodile is a grizzly bear with the head and back and tail of a crocodile. Now, these are two just, if you want to talk about alpha apex predators, it doesn't get any better than this here. So you've got the Grizodile, and Alan, I just got to ask you, which do you have here? What are you taking? Are you taking the Grizodile or are you taking the Leorillia here?
I first like to point out before he threw this to, he's like, you got the Grizodile, and that's all I can say about that. Alan, what do you got?
What happened was when you did the screen share, it changed my screen on my computer, so I lost what I was looking at. So I lost my train of thought, and I was trying to fucking make up for it, Wes. So fuck you, thank you.
Alan, when you got the Grizodile, and you got the Leorillia.
So look, the eye test, it's the Grizodile for me. Mm-hmm. But as I start to kind of break it down, I get a little worried about the Grizodile. Now, not that it's not a clearly apex fucking predator. Like, you've somehow made a crocodile and a grizzly bear both more fucking intimidating. I don't know that you necessarily made the fucking silverback gorilla more intimidating. You definitely made the lion more intimidating.
Okay, before we continue, I just want to say that I feel like what's happened with the Grizodile is that you have freed the crocodile. You have given him like the body that he always dreamed of. Man, if I didn't have these pussified legs that only let me like flap a wasp around the ground. Right. Like I got some hurdling legs now.
Yeah, you mean something that's made him and his family of species live for millions of years. Yeah. Yeah. He's always dreamed of having a grizzly bear body. Okay, fair enough. Go on.
He's probably not wrong. Like, you know, did a wildebeest slip out of its fucking jaws one time? Yeah, it was pretty pissed off. You know what it couldn't do? Chase it.
Yeah.
So he's probably super stoked about this. He can also climb trees now, which is a whole fucking different dimension of fucking animal attack. But I digress. It is an intimidating being, but I still think that I'm going to edge out the Leorillia, whose name I do not like. But that's okay because I don't know what else to call it.
You try wedging a lion and a gorilla together.
Yeah, I was already running it through. I got nothing.
So, lion?
But here's my kicker. The gorilla has hands. Or does it not? It still has gorilla hands, it seems. Looking at this picture, it looks like a silverback gorilla with a fucking alligator or with a lion head.
It's the best I can do to wedge the picture together. So yes, it's full gorilla.
No, perfectly fine. So it's got hands. And I'm always going to take hands, fucking the use of tools. This gorilla gets a piece of fucking those jaws and just rips them open. We're done. We're done here. Everybody, we're going home. And like, you haven't really handicapped it. I venture to say that the fucking fangs on a male silverback gorilla are roughly the size of fangs on a fucking male lion. Like, I think they're dead even, but one has hands and one does not. And that's going to always kind of be the kicker, you know, humans and shit.
Okay. All right. I like your answer. I have a different rationale, but Wes,
fair.
Who you got here? And since I did give a very detailed description of the what the fuck did I call it? The Grizodile. The Leorillia. Now, again, the body, I feel like the lion itself has also been freed here. It's got the head of a lion, and a lion has always been a a it's never been able to be a bipedal animal, and all of a sudden it can stand up tall, and now it's got those hands. Yes, it doesn't have the claws. It's still got the bite strength, and it's got the instinct of a lion with the... By the way, I looked this up. A gorilla could bench press between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds, depending on its weight, because its strength to weight ratio is directly related. So somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds worth of strength. And just as a visual on that, that is 50. Is it 50? It's 50 45-pound plates, so 25 on each side. Imagine that.
The bar is broken in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting kicked out of Planet Fitness. Bar none.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he's not grunting.
So here's okay. If you break these animals, in my opinion, if you break these animals down into their original state, if you will, okay, lion, silverback gorilla, crocodile, grizzly bear. Assuming that no one is in deep bodies of water, which of course the crocodile automatically has the upper hand. I think the silverback gorilla is the apex of all those. They're the strongest, fastest, etc., etc. The thing that really, really scares me about that is that you're putting the brain, which if I'm reading this correctly or looking at this correctly, the lion. You've now taken the primate brain or the subhuman brain out of this and have inserted the lion. And the lions aren't stupid, but I don't think they're nearly as smart as silverback gorillas. And damn it, you got the tail on that, and you got the bite of the crocodile. Ah, man, I just say I'm going to give. What's it? The croca-bear. The croca-hoo-hoo,
the Grizodile.
Grizodile. I think the tail whipping around. If it gets around it, wins it. Swipes it, bites, bam. That sucks. And I think if you just do it a straight silverback gorilla, I think it beats the fucking crocodile, croca-bear or whatever the fuck it is. Damn it, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get some shitty feedback on this. Because I'm overthinking this, because I think silverback gorillas are fucking phenomenal. But
no, I agree. I just feel like when you've blended the hunting instincts of the lion with the silverback gorilla, because from what I understand, like gorillas are actually rather docile creatures unless threatened. Lions, on the other hand, are looking for a fight. So like that kind of snap, that difference in instinct is like, okay, the hunter-killer is in the lion, whereas the hunter-gatherer is in the silverback gorilla. Now, I'm not going to say for a second here that the Grizodile is not a ferocious beast, but then I'm looking at the brain, and I'm thinking that like Grizodile, it's got the brain of the crocodile, so it's single-minded. It's only looking to kill, attack. Whereas I think the lion understands how to like maybe hang back just a hair if it has to, and yet it's got the body to strategize, and so it can kind of like hang back and then attack when necessary. So I just feel like the intelligence of the lion and the body of the gorilla is what propels the Leorillia, which is a shitty name, Alan. You're right. It propels it to victory. But going to some of the comments here on Facebook, Stan says, both have excellent biting power and mobility. I feel like the bear claws, the weight advantage, as well as some of the armor from the crocodile, tip the scales in favor of the Grizodile. Eli says that the Grizodile, overall the speed and jaw power, it's just got the extra advantage there. Larry says it'd be a good fight, but I think the gator bear, he's got the speed and the nasty bite.
That's the American version.
Yeah.
Gator bear.
The Leorillia could also have a nasty bite, but could bite repeatedly faster and stronger. I don't understand where Larry's going with that, but he's just basically going with an even fight. And Paul says that the Leorillia would sure win this one. I'd say that the croc would be funny and its mouth would get caught on something. Maybe. But if the I guess the bottom line is the Leorillia understands it could hold the jaw shut on the Grizodile.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I can't remember the fucking names. If it knows it can hold the jaw shut, then it's really only got the claws, and I feel like it's an equal match there. And then, yeah, the Leorillia wins the fight. I just think those are two fucking husky power hitters right there.
That's an intuitive, like, I'd be almost like nervous to watch it, even though I was in a safe place.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that seems like quite the show.
I feel like we need to get a botanist or someone from the local zoo to comment on this.
I think we need like a compromised Chinese geneticist to fucking come up with these two motherfuckers.
I was gonna say,
right.
Yes. We need somebody with loose morals and a high degree of genetic knowledge.
Straight from Chinatown, where you told your kid you're going to take him to.
That's right. I'd like to buy one of these fuckers. No, like I've been holding on to the grizzly crocodile one for quite some time because I could not find another animal mashup that was anywhere close to being able to take him on. I've got one more in my wheelhouse, but no, it was pure death no matter which way you cut it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can think of too many other mixtures that would can kind of keep up with either of those.
But I do want to attack you on something there, Wes. So I know that a crocodile. I know that a crocodile is basically like the perfect animal, but you can't tell me that if you gave a crocodile a fucking grizzly fucking mobility any which way, that it wouldn't be a more ferocious creature. I know they've been around for millions of years, but imagine now that motherfucker can run on land.
If you recall, if you were listening, I said I think I gave it the nod. I gave it the nod over the Leorillia.
Yeah, I know you gave it the nod over that one individual fight, but not over the millennia.
All right, put it up against a fucking rhino elephant, motherfucker.
Ooh. I do have a rhino chicken in my wheelhouse.
Rhino chicken?